Good day, everyone. I am the last reporter of Group 5, and this is the continuation of our report about the topic of BOAR management. So, these are the subtopics that I am going to discuss to you. The first one is the breeding area, the second one is the BOAR housing, and the third one is routine management procedure. So let's discuss first the breeding area. The breeding area plays a vital role in BOAR management as it directly influences the reproductive performance of boars. Creating a suitable breeding area is essential for successful mating and reproduction in animals. To ensure a safe and conducive environment for breeding, it is important to follow certain guidelines. The first one to consider is provide an adequate breeding area. Remove any wire, boards, or objects which may cause injury. Adequate breeding area should be spacious enough to allow the animals to move freely and exhibit natural mating behaviors. It should be free from any obstacles or objects that could potentially harm the animals during the mating process. The second one to consider is good footing. Good footing is a must to avoid injury and reluctance to mate. Good footing, we must provide a stable and non-slippery surface is crucial to prevent injuries to the animals and to encourage them to engage in mating activities comfortably. Animals are more likely to mate when they feel secure and have good footing. The third one is floor conditions. Avoid with slippery floors. Slats that have a pencil-rounded edge are generally acceptable in the breeding area for individual mating, whereas slats with sharp edges are not. Wet and slippery floors should be avoided as they can lead to accidents and injuries, affecting the mating behavior of the animals. Using slats with rounded edges can be beneficial as they provide a comfortable surface for individual mating, whereas sharp-edged slats can be unsafe and uncomfortable for the animals. So, here are some important considerations for establishing an optimal breeding area. Establishing an optimal breeding area is crucial for the health and productivity of boars in a breeding program. Several key considerations need to be taken into account to ensure the well-being and successful breeding of the animals. The first one to consider is isolation. Newly purchased boars should be isolated for a minimum of 30 days to prevent the introduction of diseases into the herd. Isolation facilities should be clean, well ventilated, and located away from other animals to minimize disease transmission. Newly acquired boars should undergo a quarantine period of at least 30 days to prevent the spread of diseases within the herd. Isolation facilities should be hygienic, well ventilated, and located separately from other animals to minimize the risk of disease transmission. The second one to consider is all about quarters. We should provide the boar with comfortable and spacious quarters. The sleeping area should be dry, draft-free, and well ventilated with about 15 to 20 square feet of space per boar. Adequate shade and exercise areas such as legumes pastures should also be provided. Providing comfortable and spacious living quarters for boars is essential for their overall health and breeding performance. The sleeping area should be dry, draft-free, and adequately ventilated with sufficient space per boar to allow for movement and rest. Additionally, access to shade and exercise areas such as legume pastures is important to promote physical activity and well-being of a boar. The third one to consider is feeding and bedding areas. We should separate feeding and bedding areas should be set up to encourage exercise. Consider using a barrow slightly smaller than the board to promote competition during feeding, which can help maintain the boar's vigor and prevent overeating. So, it is very recommended to have separate areas for feeding and bedding to encourage exercise and maintain the boar's health. Using a feeding barrow slightly smaller than the boar can stimulate competition during feeding, which helps in maintaining the boar's vitality and prevents overeating. Next is boar housing. Proper boar housing is essential for their well-being and reproductive performance. The housing conditions for boars play a significant role in ensuring their well-being and reproductive success. Proper boar housing is essential to create a conducive environment to support their health and breeding performance. When using the individual mating system, pin boars separately in crates which are 28 in wide by 7 feet long or pins 6 by 8 feet. Individual housing of boars eliminates fighting, writhing, and competition for feed, which improves longevity. When implementing the individual mating system, it is recommended to house boars separately in specific configurations to optimize their breeding behavior and overall health. This includes pinning boars in crates that are 28 inches wide by 7 feet long or in pins sized at 6 feet by 8. Individual housing of boars offers several benefits, including the elimination of fighting, writhing, and competition for feed among the boars. By providing separate housing for each boar, these negative behaviors are minimized, leading to improved longevity and reproductive performance. Here are some key points to consider. The first one is cleanliness and sanitation. Regularly clean and disinfect boar housing facilities to prevent the spread of diseases. Good sanitation practices help maintain the health and vitality of boars. Regular cleaning and disinfection of boar housing facilities are crucial to prevent the spread of diseases and maintain a healthy environment for the boars. Good sanitation practices play a key role in preserving the health and vitality of the boars, reducing the risk of infections and illnesses. The second one is climate control. Ensure that boar housing provides protection from extreme weather conditions. Adequate shade and ventilation should be provided to keep boars comfortable and minimize heat stress. So, providing adequate protection from extreme weather conditions is vital in boar housing. Ensuring proper shade and ventilation in the facilities helps keep the boars comfortable and minimizes the risk of heat stress, which can impact their health and reproductive performance. Then, individual mating systems. In individual mating systems, boars should be gradually introduced into the breeding rotation. Mating frequencies should be low initially and gradually increase to the desired level during the first month. Avoid overusing boars to maintain their reproductive health and longevity. When implementing individual mating systems, It is important to introduce BOARs gradually into the breathing rotation. Mating frequencies should start at a low level and gradually increase over the first month to reach the desired level. Avoiding overuse of BOARs is essential to preserve the reproductive health and longevity, ensuring sustainable breeding practices. Next, routine management procedures. Observe BOARs daily for signs of abnormal behavior such as lack of appetite, restlessness, or lameness. It is also good to have a high-low thermometer in the breathing area and the BOAR housing facility. Routine management procedures are essential in monitoring the health and well-being of BOARs in a breeding program. By implementing regular observations and maintaining proper equipment, breeders can ensure early detection of health issues and provide timely care for the animals. Next, record high and low temperatures daily on the breathing records, especially during the summer months. Vaccination of BOARs for reproductive diseases such as leptospirosis, erysipelas, and parvovirus, and treatment for mange and lice every 6 months are good precautionary practices. Every 6 to 8 months, tests on the BOARs should be trimmed or cut and preputial hairs around the sheath should be removed. So, here are some practices to follow. First, health check and care. Regularly monitor the health of BOARs and consult with a veterinarian for appropriate vaccinations, deworming, and parasite control. Conduct health tests such as blood tests for diseases like brucellosis and leptospirosis to ensure the BOAR's health status. Regular monitoring of BOAR health in consultation with a veterinarian is essential for timely vaccinations like deworming and parasite control. Health tests such as blood tests for diseases like brucellosis and leptospirosis are vital to ensure the BOAR's health status and prevent disease outbreaks within the herd. The second practice that we should consider is feeding. Provide a balanced diet to meet the nutritional requirements of BOARs. Avoid overfeeding as it can lead to obesity and decreased reproductive performance. Adjust feed quantities based on the BOAR's condition and breeding season. Providing a balanced diet that meets the nutritional requirements of BOARs is key to their overall health and reproductive performance. Avoiding overfeeding is important to prevent obesity, which can negatively impact reproductive capabilities. Adjusting feed quantities based on the BOAR's condition and breeding season helps maintain optimal health and fertility. The third one is fertility evaluation. Before the breeding season, conduct a fertility evaluation of BOARs. This can include examining the reproductive organs, checking for proper erection and cervix performance, and evaluating semen quality. Test mating with healthy virgin girls can help assess fertility. Conducting a fertility evaluation before the breeding season is essential to assess the reproductive capacity of BOARs. This evaluation may include examining reproductive organs, checking for proper erection and cervix performance, and evaluating semen quality. Mating with healthy virgin girls can provide valuable insights into the BOAR's fertility potential. So, by adhering to appropriate breeding procedures and ensuring precise timing and frequency of mating are critical factors in optimizing conception, rates, and litter sizes in a breeding program. Different breeding systems such as hand mating or artificial insemination require specific protocols to maximize reproductive success. In breeding procedures, selecting the breeding method with their hand or artificial insemination based on the breeding system employed is crucial for successful reproduction. Each method has its own set of guidelines and procedures that need to be followed meticulously to ensure effective mating and conception. In timing and frequency, ensuring proper timing and frequency of mating is essential to optimize conception rates and litter sizes. Understanding the estrous cycle of the female and the ovulation period is key to determining the most fertile window for successful mating. By aligning mating with the female's peak fertility period, breeders can increase the chances of conception and larger litter sizes. Next is assistance. It's important to approach mating assistance for young boars with care and cleanliness. Here are some key considerations. First is cleanliness. Before assisting in mating, ensure that your hands and wrists are thoroughly clean to prevent any potential infections or complications. Washing your hands with soap and water and ensuring trim fingernails are essential to maintain hygiene during the process. The second is patience. Pigs mate slowly and it's important to be patient during the mating process. The boar may take a minute or more to reach ejaculation, so allowing sufficient time for the natural progression of mating is crucial. The third one to consider is gentle assistance. When assisting young boars in lining up their mate, gentle handling is paramount. Avoid applying excessive force or pressure and guide the boar with care to ensure a successful mating process. The fourth one is observation. While assisting in mating, closely observe the behavior of the boar to ensure that the process is proceeding smoothly. Monitoring the boar's reactions and movements can help identify any potential issues or discomfort during mating. By maintaining cleanliness, exercising patience, providing gentle assistance, and keen observation, you can support young boars in their mating process effectively and responsibly. This is the end of my report. I hope you learned something from my report and I hope someday you will apply your learnings in real life experience. That would be all. Thank you.